Welcome to Wholesale Hotline. I'm Brent Daniels.
I'm Jamil Damji.
And I'm Jerry Norton.
And I'm Morby.
Every week we bring you the best information on real estate investing.
Be sure to participate in the comments.
And subscribe.
Wholesale Hotline!
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to Wholesale Hotline. I've got Jerry Norton, one of the best deal makers in the world, also one of the best baby makers in the world. That is proven with science and facts and numbers. I've also got my favorite person from Canada. It's not Neil Patrick Harris or Jim Carrey. It is a guy who's way funnier. His name is Jamil Damji.
Hello.
Combined, I would say that these two guys have probably done close to 10,000 plus wholesale transactions, fix and flips, buy and hold, etc. They even own hotels and all sorts of other things. Jamil Damji has been crushing it on the co-living front. And Jerry Norton, there's not a single thing he doesn't freaking crush. This guy is a master crusher. So today on Wholesale Hotline, we are going to be talking about PropWire, a free resource that can help you guys get started in real estate. Today, we've got the owner of PropWire with us today. We're going to be talking about some of the best lists that Jamil likes to pull, Pace likes to pull, and Jerry likes to pull, and then we'll jump into how do I find buyers. So first and foremost, Jerry Norton, my first question of the day. What the heck is PropWire and why should I freaking care?
Well, if you're into seller data or doing any type of research or comping, then even on market data, then PropWire is a really fantastic tool because there's a level of it that's absolutely free. We do have now some exclusive leads and some AI leads that are part of it that are in a membership program, but it's really just a great tool. Like no matter what else you're doing for data, it's awesome because without any type of monthly subscription, you can go on there. You can do 10,000 searches and downloads for free without a subscription. You can comp, you can do research. I mean, we have mortgage data, interest rates, all the property information, history, foreclosure, all of that data is there. You can just look it up and you can get all that information that you need. So it just ends up being like a really fantastic tool. No matter what you're doing in real estate, having access to that, I think, is just a valuable tool to have.
Okay, so why don't we start out just giving value to people today with what are your guys' top 2 or maybe 3 favorite lists? Jamil, let's have you go first.
So what side of the equation are we talking in lists? Are we talking on the acquisition side or are we talking for buyers?
Oh, we will get to buyers halfway through the show. Let's start out with acquisitions. If I want to go find a deal, whether it's with real estate agents on market or off market, doesn't matter. What is a good list for you if I want to go find opportunities?
Right now, I think there's a tremendous opportunity in stale listings. I think anything that is 90 days on market and longer has pain in it. Even if it's just delusional optimism, there's still pain there because there's no action. Nothing's happened. The house is sitting, and a seller is a seller is a seller. You don't list a property on the MLS on a hope certificate. You list a property on the MLS with the intentions of selling it. If you're a joker, you do Zillow for sale by owner, and you play make believe. If you're a real seller, you go to a listing agent and you list it on the MLS. Now, I think the reality here is there's a lack of reality in the marketplace right now. And there's some agents who are coming to it and some sellers who are coming to it. And there's still a good chunk of people who are not. But I think there's a big opportunity there because the ones who are seeing the writing on the wall, the ones who understand that a correction is how the market will move, are the ones doing business. And there's still lots of transactions happening there. So 90-day on market MLS listings are my number one favorite acquisition list to pull and to call on.
Love it. Okay, cool. And Jerry Norton, what are your favorite lists to pull?
Yeah, there's a list that I like to do on PropWire, and it's a stacked list. So what you do is you just combine multiple filters, And there are 5 filters that I like to stack. First, I go absentee owner. Now, that's usually going to give you a really broad list because that's anybody that owns property that's not their primary residence. So not inherently a lot of motivation there. But then what we do is we do out of state. That increases now usually the level of motivation because someone's managing a property out of state. That's hard. We do vacant. So now it's not their primary. They own it out of state. They live out of state from the property and it's vacant. And then we do high equity. I really like high equity because now you can get a discount on it. And then the last one is, what's the last one? We call it a tired landlord, which all that means is they've owned it for 10 years or longer. So when you stack those 5 filters, you're going to get a pretty small list, a very condensed list. Maybe I try to get that list down to like 50 or 100, and then you can skip trace that for pennies, right? And then you can call that list. You don't need a cold call team. You really don't need much. You can personally call 50 of these. And usually there's some good stuff in there because, again, you've created this very niche list. And there's multiple lists like that. Some of our new leads, we have now 11 new AI lists, and that's exactly what it's doing. It's pulling in all these different filters using AI real time, and it then gives you that list. So you don't have to go create the filters. It already does it for you. So it's getting these very specific niche lists that are, pretty cool to do.
Okay, I love it. So here's what we are going to be doing, everybody. Jacob Simpson says, I love PropWire leads. Jacob Simpson, good to see you, bro. You look good out there in the woods, whatever it is you're doing on that image. What I want everybody to do right now is in the comments, I want you guys to type the city that you would like Jerry to start pulling some lists inside of. We want to see what city pops up the most. Now, Jamil, while everybody's filling up the side comments with their favorite city or city they want Jerry to start in, let's answer a question about equity. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, not equity. Let's answer a question about Jamil buying in Canada. What advice do you have for people that are in Canada? My advice is Canada is amazing, except for your real estate laws and your lending laws. And so I suggest to Canadians, just do real estate in God's country, which is America. What advice would you say to people that are in Canada? You are our resident Canadian.
So I think that there's opportunity there as a wholesaler. I think there's an opportunity there as a fix and flipper. Personally, I'm not one who would be interested in buying and holding real estate there long term. As Pace, even if you get a 30-year amortized mortgage in Canada, the maximum term that you can get on any residential loan is 5 years. And so you are subject to the market every 5 years. And so all those people who enjoyed low interest rate refis and mortgages in the early, part of the pandemic and a little beyond, they had to refi. They're all coming to term now, and they're all getting into 7.5%, 7%, 6.8% mortgages, and they're feeling it, and it's terrible. And that is going to change the landscape of, I think, what's going to happen in retail real estate in Canada for the next foreseeable future. I think there's going to be a big pullback over there, and that's going to depress values. And that's just because everything is tipped towards the favor of the banks. Canada is a social democratic country, and the banks and the government control the economy, and it's tipped towards their favor. It's not tipped towards the favor of the people. And so as an investor, if I'm going to invest, not scalp or not profit off transactionally, there's a big difference there. If you're going to profit transactionally, have fun. Go do wholesale deals in Canada. Go fix and flip houses in Canada, all you want. You want to buy and invest and hold and get appreciation and actually have an investment. I think that you invest in the United States of America.
Love it. Okay, cool. Christian Nation says, Roger that, Pace. I'll stick to the U.S. market. Thank you for the reply, Jamil. Now, between Jerry, Jamil, and myself, I would say we have about 1,000 Canadian students between our collective communities. And I would say out of those 1,000, 971 and a half are all investing into America. We also have a collective 29 countries that our students are investing from as well. And those 29 countries, they are all trying to invest in America because of the laws, because of the, I'd say laws are probably number one, but number two, very close number two, is the ability to see the data. Okay, the ability to see the data. Now, Jerry, I saw a lot of comments in the side chat. I think most of the comments I saw were around Texas. Does Texas have new wholesaling regulations that we need to know about before we pull some lists?
Yeah, I released a video today. It's not a wholesale law. It's a texting and cold calling update to their law. And so they've come down really hard on basically outbound, cold calling and texting. And they included texting in their cold call laws, and they updated all of it. So it's pretty strict right now. I mean, you still can, but you got to register, you got to pay an annual fee, you got to get a bond, and then you got to follow, quiet hours, and you have to do a lot of disclosure. You've got to get permission before you do it from sellers. And so they just layered on a lot of complication. And the problem is, here's the problem, is the fines are $5,000 per occurrence, which is defined as per call or text. So if you send out 1,000 texts and you get nailed, 1,000 times 5,000 is $5 million, right? And they've even opened up to where sellers can do treble damages, which would be 3 times if they're awarded. And guys, you have to know that ambulance chasers in Texas are going to be all over this law. So if you think, well, I'll just play kind of quiet about it, you're running a huge risk because they're going to be looking for it. They're going to be coming for it. So
this is obviously only for direct to seller, not direct to agent, because agents are basically signing up when they get their license and saying, and this is any cold calling. So agents can't cold call for listings either. Like, this is all cold calling if it's for a business intent, really. Now, here's what I think is going to happen because of this. There's 3 things that are going to happen. You're going to see a lot of the virtual wholesalers that do Texas leave, that do cold calling, because they're going to go to greener pasture, so they'll leave. And you're going to see the existing wholesalers that are established that go through compliance and become compliant. They're going to grab a lot of market share. And I think we're going to see a lot of transitions to inbound marketing in Texas, which is going to be, PPC, direct mail, and probably PPL, which again, all of that, what that does is it's going to eliminate competition, which means if you're still there, you're going to get better deals. Not good for sellers. Sellers are going to be getting less money. Wholesalers are going to be making more money. That's supply and demand. That's how it works, guys. And you've just made it more difficult for the newbies to get into the game because you're left now with inbound marketing, which is typically more expensive, and you need a marketing budget to do those channels, right? So what about door knocking?
You can door knock.
I love it. Door knocking is, in my opinion, the most
going to be a big one. Yeah, that'll
be the most effective way to get a deal. Guaranteed way to get a deal is door knocking 100 houses in foreclosure. Guaranteed to get a deal. This went into effect today, by the way, guys. This went into effect today. So if you're cold calling in Texas starting September 1st, you better be very careful how you do it. Love it. Okay, so guys, a couple of people in the side chat said they wanted to buy deals. I want to give you guys an awesome website that will help you out. There's a lot of people now buying deals on this website. The name of the website is creativelisting.com. Why am I sharing this with you? Is because not only are there deals you can buy on here right now, right? You can go on here and say, I want to sell a deal. But if you come on here and say, I'm looking to buy, you can tell our real estate investing community what you are looking for. They will go and find it for you. So if you're somebody saying, I want to do co-living, I want a residential house I can live in, I want an RV park, it will put your name and a pin with your name on the map. So people can zoom in on the market that they're interested in looking for deals for, and they can see you in blue. Okay, green are people that want primary homes. Blue are people that want investment properties. There are currently over 1,000 listings on this property right now, primarily Subto and seller finance deals. Okay, we are changing the freaking game. But if you are somebody who goes, I want something very specific, go to Creative Listing. This is completely free. And go click this button right here, the one that says, I'm looking to buy. And tell everybody what exactly you are looking to buy. This site has been out for less than 2 months. We already have 1,000 listings and over 9,000 users already. This thing will be 100,000 people will on this, and this will be an industry standard where you can go buy, sell, et cetera, existing inventory, deals that people are posting. Now, if you are somebody that
have to be creative, or can it be cash deals?
It can be cash deals too.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's what I would also do. If you have deals that you want to sell, use this site. It's completely free. Okay. We are making it free probably for a good year, maybe even upwards of a year and a half. It will be completely free until we figure out, maybe we might charge PropWire to advertise on the site or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe PropWire has billions of dollars. I'm not quite sure. Okay. So that's a good resource.
We need to talk, though, that maybe we can do an API or an integration with PropWire with this.
That would be cool. Let us build some momentum, Jerry. You are way ahead of us on PropWire. The PropWire is so dialed in. So that's number one. I would get on there, go to creativelisting.com. Okay. Now, I saw Texas. Can I do PropWire in Texas? Because it's a non-disclosure state, Jerry. Can I get data from PropWire?
Yeah. Yeah, we have non-disclosure data there, too.
Okay,
yeah, we get it in all the states.
Can we pull a list of yours, one of your favorite lists? Can you walk us through how to pull a PropWire list step by step? And then what we can do is we can answer some questions and then transition into how do we find buyers out there on PropWire?
Okay. Yeah. How do I share my screen?
There's a button that says share your screen. just kidding. It's underneath your video. There's a little TV screen that has a plus on it.
Oh, found it.
Okay.
Share screen.
Yep.
Share screen. Okay.
While he's doing this, if a seller has a home in Oklahoma City but has a Dallas area code number, is it still against the law to text or call him? The real estate dasher wants to know.
This only applies in Texas for Texas residents. So
yes, if you're calling a Dallas number and that's where you're calling where they live, then it affects.
It doesn't matter where you're calling from. It matters that you're calling in Texas.
Hey, Jerry, just so you know, you have a doppelganger. His name is John Nakarato.
Oh, yeah, it's my knockoff. Yeah, he's my double.
Yeah, actually, he changed his last name to sound like knockoff. Okay. And he actually does look like you. I've hung out with John quite a bit. He's an amazing Subto member, and he's actually been to your house. And when we had a big party there, and I wasn't quite sure which one was you and which one was John.
Yeah, he's a handsome fellow.
His name is Jerry Nakanorto.
I think he has a hat that says, "I am not Jerry Norton."
He does. He's wearing a shirt that says the same thing as well. Okay, so Jerry, you have your screen selected to share. But what you really need to do is you need to open up another window. Okay. You need to open up another window and share. There we go. Here he is. He's got it dialed in. Now, everybody, what I want to do is I want to make sure that you guys understand Jerry, Jamil, and I will still hang out, but I'm going to make this go full screen. Because if I make it go full screen, you can all see it a little bit better, but you can't see our amazing faces. So please understand that we are making it bigger because, as they say, everybody but my wife says this, bigger is better. My wife says that I'm perfectly fine the way I am. Okay. So today for PropWire, we are doing bigger is better, full screen layout. Jerry Norton, please walk us through.
Okay. So when you come onto the site, first thing you want to do is dial in on your area, and you can pick city, county, state, zip code, however macro or micro you want to get. So if I pick Macomb County, Michigan, my old stomping grounds, it'll do a map on the left and then it'll do records on the right. Now you can see here, I don't have any filters in here, so it's pulling a pretty big list of data. One thing that you want to watch for here is on these cards, we call them, there's these little boxes, and these boxes will tell you each one of the main filters or lead types that each one of these has. And you can click on each one and do things. But that's something to pay attention to, because at a glance, you can see like this one here, this is 100% equity or a cash buyer, free and clear, high equity. So it kind of hit all three of those. But, this one has assumable loan. It was a flipped property. It's got high equity. So, at a glance, you can kind of see that. You see equity, you see value, and some different things here. When you click on one of these, this is where you can do a lot of research. One of my favorite things here is you can click on this owner tab and it will tell you how many properties this owner has. This one just has one. And then you can go to history and you can see everything that happened with this property, how it transferred, what it sold for, and so on. And if it does have mortgage data, we have that too. So it'll tell you here, if they have a loan, it'll tell you who the lender is, what the interest rate is. This is a cool thing here where it's got some market information. So you can get you can look at a zip code and you can get high level, like what's going on, price per square foot and so on, what the trends are. I use this quite a bit so I can kind of see where things are trending. And you can comp right out of here. So we've got comp filters to tell it what you want. We have a really cool thing here that is how I like to comp, where if you checkbox the comps you want to select, it automatically updates your value based on the comps you selected, price per square foot. So then if my square footage on my property is 864, this one, then based on these comps, I'm averaging $90 a foot, which would give me an ARV of 77,760. So it gives you, it kind of real time gives you value based on whatever comps you select. And, you can draw and you can kind of dial in a market by drawing a map and so on. So that's kind of like, big picture of that. If you click back out of this, we go back to the main screen. After I pick my area, then I want to dial in on my leads. So what's really cool here is this is where you can filter, you can list stack, we call it. So I can say, I want absentee owners and I want free and clear, for example. And it'll drop this down to 41,000 in Macomb County that fit those two filters. Now, these are some of our memberships. So you see premium and gold. These leads are in a membership program. A lot of these are very difficult to get or they're AI generated. So, this is where you would pay money to get these leads, but the rest of these are free and you can get 10,000 a month right now for free without any subscription whatsoever, and do all the other tools you want to.
Okay, a couple questions in the side chat. Is Jerry Norton part of PropWire, or is he just promoting it as something that he uses? Mike Sykes, that's a great question. Jerry Norton is PropWire, okay?
Built it, funded it. Yeah, I think I've got, $2.5 million in cash into this project or so.
Yeah.
Building this.
I know that is all true. And he has made too many things free on this website. I'm just telling you guys right now, straight up. By the way, speaking of free, are you aware of anybody that's ever complained about PropWire, even when they're getting something for free?
Well, there's always people that complain about stuff.
Yes, that's my point. So guys, you are going to get people that will complain, even though somebody gave you 10,000 leads every single month for free. I know a lot of Subto members that have been using this website every month for a good year, and they've stayed on the free version of this. Yes, Jerry owns it. I would say that PropWire owns Jerry currently. Okay.
I've got a lot of people in Astro, Jerry, who use PropWire religiously. A lot of them are not even on any paid parts of it. They're just using they're just got this standard membership. They're not doing the premium stuff. And they're like believers. They said that PropWire is the best tool they're using. It is super accurate, gives them great data. It's one of the highest reviewed tools that we have in our community to date. So you've made something world class. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. We work really hard at making it good, and we've got a lot of plans to make it better and better. So, it's like anything, you just got to keep building it and improving it. Yeah,
Jerry, do you have any plans for PropWire to integrate residential rental comps anytime in the near future? I'm asking for a ton of my friends. Jay Stoney, thank you, brother. Appreciate all your positive comments in the side chat all the time.
That's a great suggestion. I hadn't thought of that, but we have the data, so we certainly could do that. That would be easy to do, I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we could do a rent comp.
Can I give you a filter for that, please, Jerry?
Yes.
Well, right now, what we've been having happen a lot for people who are, I'm sure you've heard it from folks in your wholesaling community, and Pace, I'm sure in yours as well. Just fix and flip buyers are kind of soft right now. And rental buyers are the ones, if there's a good deal out there, they're taking it. But the co-living buyers, because their model is cash flow positive at such a heavy regard, if you could get create a filter of a list that can go and scrape pad split for all of the people who listed properties on it, because right now what people are having to do is go and look at it market by market by market by market, and they're scraping it themselves and having to do all that extra stuff. If you could go figure out how to take all that data and make a co-living house buyer list, that would be a really, really, really popular list right now.
Jamil, let's get together offline and help me get all those filters that we need for that, and we'll create that for sure.
Okay, real quick before we go back to PropWire and pull some lists, let's answer some questions in the side chat. Hear me out, Warren says. He said this about 7 times. Warren, I'm going to reward consistency and persistence. Hear me out. The text law suggests selling it to consumers. Do you think it would apply to us with the new case that happened with cold calling someone with Okay, yes, you are right. In Arizona, there is a law that was overturned where one of our friends had a ton of money. I'm going to say that again. One of our friends that had a ton of money went and sued the state and proved that what we do is not the same thing as somebody cold calling a seller trying to sell them something. We, in fact, are trying to buy something. What Jerry is saying to you is just letting you know that they've made the rules harsher. They didn't make it necessarily about wholesale. They didn't necessarily make it about anything specifically. Is there going to be an ambulance chaser out there, meaning somebody that goes and markets to all the sellers in foreclosure, or markets to all the people in probate, or markets to all the people that are in divorce, saying, have you been hit up by real estate investors? If so, I could get you $5,000. Please reach out to me. Is that going to happen? 1,000%. The answer is yes. So all Jerry's doing is not saying, hey, this is right or this is wrong. He's just saying you need to be aware. Okay. Now I have a member of Subto that got, where is it? Indianapolis. For some reason, he gets a letter from an attorney saying, we're suing you for cold calling my client, TCPA laws, blah, 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 blah. And my Subto member is so afraid. And I go, did you do what I trained you? Leave your LLC empty. Don't attach it to anything else. And just tell the attorney, no problem. Here's the name of my LLC. You can sue me into oblivion. There's no assets in it. Bye. I'm going to start a new LLC. He's like, yeah, I did that. And I go, okay, then move on. Not everybody has the capacity to do that or think that way or the training. So you do need to be aware that there will be ambulance chasers, even though I do believe in the state of Arizona, it's been overturned, but not nationwide. Just
well, and to add to that, Pace, you have to remember that was a federal hearing that happened in Arizona. And all that means now is hopefully for us, that becomes case law for other litigations similar about that. I mean, it's really good news, but you have to remember Texas passed a law specific to Texas where they're addressing this cold calling and texting. So, that's going to apply in Texas, but maybe not necessarily everywhere else. So you guys got to remember, you got to look at like any type of federal law, state law. There's even city laws now around wholesale regulation.
And just because precedent gets set doesn't mean that you can't be sued.
Right.
You have to understand there's a big difference between, there's no blockage from getting sued. You can get sued for anything. You can get sued.
Anybody can sue.
You can get sued for your mustache looking funny. You can get sued for whatever people want to sue you for. That's just the reality of America.
Yeah.
And a lot of things end up just becoming nuisance settlements. So just also know that's the cost of doing business. So welcome to America.
James Stoney says, Jerry, you haven't thought about adding rental comps? That's a feature that I would consider premium. Please, please, please consider aggregating that data into the software. He will. He just needs to scrape together another $1 million in development capital so he can give you guys more stuff for free. Okay. Let's go. I really dig PropWire. So my question is not meant as compliant, just a question. Let's go back up to your potential question. Oh, here we go. Pace, I need a PML for an owner finance deal. Can you help? Email money@pacemorby.com. I funded $1.5 million in deals already this week. Wires have not gone out. They'll go out tomorrow, but we already have $1.5 million in deals that I'm funding. We fund all sorts of stuff, fix and flips, Subto seller finance deals. We're even doing a $550,000 business loan to somebody that needs bridge capital. So I do all sorts of crazy wild loans email money@pacemorby.com. I think we've said enough about that. Also, for those of you guys that don't know, me and Jamil are going to be on the road for the Creative Nation Tour. We want to meet you and do deals with you guys in person. We're going to be doing a meetup in every city. And at every city, we will be pairing you guys up on teams from the community. So please go to creativenationtour.com and RSVP for your own city. Jerry, our good friend Ingrid Hernandez says, the fact that you give data in non-disclosure states, y'all don't know how amazing that is. Can you speak to that and why she would even say that?
Yeah, I think you have 12 states that are non-disclosure states, which means they don't have to publicly put in the MLS systems, which then rolls over into Zillow and everywhere else, closed real estate data. So what that means, it means it adds another layer of complication if you're trying to do research in those non-disclosure states, right? So you have to have some sort of software usually that can get that. So I think she's just referencing like, hey, you can get this data for free on PropWire in a non-disclosure state. That's pretty cool.
Love it. Okay, guys, go to creativenationtour.com. Let me show it to you guys just real quick. For those of you guys that need a visual to believe that it's real and that I'm not just talking about whatever I'm talking about, let's go to creativelisting.com. By the way, everybody should be a user on here. You can tell people what kind of deals you want to buy. You can research and go through the 1,000 deals that are currently on the site right now. Anyway, go to creativenationtour.com. This is going to pull up all of the locations that we are going to.
Gosh.
This is crazy. I talked to Hilton, the founder of Monster Energy today. He is full on paying for the tour bus and all the fuel for the tour bus. He says, I want to be the thing that fuels your tour. So Monster Energy is cutting a check for nearly $400,000, something like that, to sponsor.
Hey, where's Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico is right after Miami. It might not be on here. Let's look at it. It's on my. Let's go. Cape Coral, Baton Rouge, Houston. It should be right here. So it's right after Miami, and my team missed it, but it is on there.
Okay.
You see how we're going to be in Miami from January 8th to the 12th?
Can I host that at the hotel, Pace?
It's funny is I wasn't waiting for you to ask us to. We were already telling everybody to go to the hotel.
Good.
Pace, there's a bug in the website. It does not let me add the city when posting a deal. It defaults to San Francisco for some reason. Thank you, Manny. Ingrid Hernandez, if you could please try and fix that. She actually is the owner of creativelisting.com. We would love for that to be fixed. Thank you so freaking much. Thank you. Mark Bell says, I want to echo other comments here. Really appreciate all three of you guys dropping value, even on a holiday. Let's get you your flowers. Thank you so much. Is Missouri a non-disclosure state as well?
I don't know.
I'm not sure if that's still a state. Missouri is still a state, right? Okay, just a joke. I'm sorry, guys. People don't like jokes about their state. I totally get it. Thank you so much. Okay, why don't we pull a list on PropWire? Okay, why don't we pull a list on PropWire? What we're going to do, Texas?
Tell me where.
What do you think is a good? I think a lot of people had Texas on there. I think Dallas or Houston would be a good state.
Okay.
My most favorite state in city in Texas is San Antonio.
Okay.
For deals. There's a lot of really, really well-priced deals there. I don't know. I just love San Antonio.
Jerry, while you pull this up and you search this, can I ask a question? Are you going to be coming on the tour on any of the dates?
Me?
Yeah, I know Knoxville. We're going to be doing the Knoxville meetup at your farm, and we're going to be killing a turkey for Thanksgiving, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Are there any other cities we could convince you to fly out to? Any cities you'd like to go on the tour? San Francisco.
Only the cool places where it's warm. Like
Hawaii.
you're going to Detroit in January, Pace.
Yeah, I know we're not that smart, but also we're limited on time, so we got to figure it out.
That's going to be fun.
You're a Detroit boy. You can't miss Detroit. Jerry.
I know. I have to go to that one.
You got to go to Detroit, bro.
I have to go to that one.
Cold or not cold, you're there.
I will be in Minnesota coming up in a couple of weeks. Darina, if you could help me out, let's get everybody in Minnesota to show up to the Aspire Tour. I will buy a ticket to everybody going to the Aspire Tour, Darina. Please, please, please let everybody know. Let's go here. Let's go. Sorry, Jerry, I keep stealing your thunder. Let's go to Aspire Tour 2025. Let's go to Aspire Tour. So if you look at the Aspire Tour, I will be there. It's actually going to be my last time speaking for them in 2026. The St. Paul, Minnesota, you got Goggins, Alex Rodriguez. You got a bunch of really cool people here. I will be speaking here during this time as well. They just asked me this morning. And so I will be in Minnesota. Renee Rodriguez, like Renee, he's awesome. We've got Robert Herjavec from Shark Tank. And the whole crew. So it's going to be a good one. Darina, if you could help me out, let's get everybody in the Minnesota community to get out, come hang out with us. This is happening in 3 days. What are you talking about? There's no way that's happening in 3 days. Oh, September 25th. Okay, cool. Please. I'm like, wait, what? That's when the price comes up. Thank you so much. Larry, let's get back to PropWire.
Okay,
Jerry,
tell me when I'm live.
You are live. Let's go.
Did you go high equity?
Tell me what you want.
Rental. How do we pinpoint a landlord? Help us pinpoint a landlord that might be tired. I personally think now, or potentially someone who might be dealing with like problem tenants. If there's any way to get any data on having issues, is there anything that can create that?
Yeah. Okay. So I have right now, Jamil. Let's see. I could put absentee owner, but that already has that in there. But I have high equity, and then I have tired landlord, which is they've owned it more than 10 years. So we could do vacant. That is some pain. I mean, we're at 20. We're at 29,000, so we would probably want to filter this down more.
Let's get that. Can we zombie them?
Yeah. Yep. I think we even have that zombie.
Where does that take us?
Oh, that dropped us to 0. So vacant homes that are in pre-foreclosure. Let's see. Maybe I need to get rid of the tired. Let's see what that does. 6. So there's a nice little quick list to get to.
I like, the smaller the list,
yeah,
I feel the more powerful it is. What's your thought on that, Jerry?
Oh, definitely. I mean, because now you could just nail this. Like there's nothing it's not 20,000 or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this one's there. So then if we want to look for one of these, we can just pull these up one at a time. These are individuals so far, these first couple.
When you call them, it's too late in Texas, isn't it?
If we want to call, we could pick a different market where they might answer better.
Right,
better.
not Texas.
So,
we don't want
so check this one out. This one's
do that live on a podcast, especially.
Yeah, that too. So this is interesting here. Like this is what I was talking about. This CK Builders LLC that came up in that list. He's got 14 properties.
Wow.
Look at these. They're all in San Antonio. So this is.
Wait, is he in foreclosure?
No.
He's got that one. He's got one zombie property. He's
a potential slumlord.
Yeah. So he might be letting one of these go. Which guy was that? That was this one, wasn't it? So this one, Marmock Avenue, was one of those zombie properties. So this guy's got 14 properties. He might be letting one go back to the bank.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's that one. And let's see what else we got on this list. This guy's got 3.
Knowing that guy would be a good. I don't think somebody with 14 properties is going to go to foreclosure. I think that's probably going to turn into redemption and whatever. He's probably just playing the game. But wouldn't it be a good idea to know who that was? Reach out to that person and say, "Hey, what are you up to? You know, are you buying? What's your investment strategy? How do I become someone that's valuable to you?"
Yeah, look at this one here. Absentee owner, high equity, MLS failed, out of state, pre-foreclosure, vacant, and zombie. And they own 7 properties. So this is someone you'd want to call. Because You'd call this and you'd say, hey, what else do you want to sell? He's got some land. He's got 4 or 5 land.
Yeah, what's a zombie property?
So here's how we define it. Let me go back to the drop down. So zombie property would be vacant in pre-foreclosure.
That builder has a zombie property, huh?
Yeah. But this one, man, this one too. Look at this one. This one's got 8 motivations. It's got, oh yeah, that's the one we just looked at, I think. Was it? That might be a different one. Yeah, this one has 3. So this one has a zombie property. This Love Wired LLC, they have 3 properties. And the one that we clicked on here is absentee auction, free and clear, high equity, MLS failed, so it didn't sell on market, pre-foreclosure, vacant, and zombie. Those are all the things it hits.
That's a motivated seller.
But see, there's some we have some cool, like Pace, you can go the opposite. You can go check this out. You can go MLS, you'll like this list. We call it failed because it could be expired or just withdrawn.
That's one of my favorite lists on the planet.
Yeah. Okay, so let's look at that list. Let me reset this. MLS failed, 5,000 MLS failed. So we could stack that with low equity if you want.
Yeah, I want low equity expired listings. That's a sub 2 list.
885 with low equity MLS failed. This is your list, Pace.
How many sub 2 deals are you think are in that 885?
Oh my gosh, so many.
I bet you 10% of those people would say yes. Mm-hmm. There's 80 deals in there. That's literally a year's worth of deals off that same list.
Yeah, and it's a decent list. It's 885. Now, right from here, guys, if you want, you could click this. Oh, let me reset this. Whoops.
Jerry, out of those 885, do we know if those are still available as houses or if those sellers have sold? For example, if I use PropStream, which I don't suggest people use PropStream, the data is horrible. I would use DealSauce or PropWire. Everything else is trash. Connected Investors, by the way, somebody asked about Connected Investors a little while ago. That company sold to a private equity firm like 4 years ago, and they fell off like 4 years ago. You guys got to stay with the times. When people,
what happened
there? Here's what happens. Okay, the founder of Connected Investors, super sharp guy, sold for $50 million to a title company. The title company, what do they know about actually finding deals? They just wanted the data of the users. And they thought, what big deal is it for somebody who's the visionary, who's also out there doing deals to actually run the company? It's not that big of a deal. So they buy Connected Investors for $50 million. And then, in fact, in the side chat, how many people have never heard of Connected Investors? Say me. That will tell you how much they've fallen off the last 4 years. Yeah. This is what happens when companies get bought out by private equity. It's the same thing with PropStream. Same thing with one of our friends' companies. I'm not going to say the name. These companies fall off after they get sold to these private equity firms because now a non-operator, a non-real estate investor is actually running a real estate investment software. So I would look at the people in the side chat. Me, never heard of it. Literally never heard of Connected Investors. So bye-bye. I would use DealSauce or I would use PropWire. Privy, I think those guys owe me and Jamil money. That's what I have to say about it. Okay.
So Pace, look at this one. Are we back on the screen?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so like this one's on Mitchell. Okay, so when you look on these are sub 2 list, right? Well, this tells you right here who the lender is and the interest rate. So this guy's got 6.75, 9% equity. So no equity, right? But look at this one. This is what you guys that like those nice interest rates. This looks like a flip or something, but look at this, 3.02.
Wow.
On the interest rate. Negative 4% equity. So they probably tried to sell it for more than it would sell for, right? And it failed. But would this not be a great sub 2 conversation?
Yeah, let me call him. Can you pull the list and text it? Can you pull the number? Don't show it up on here though.
Text it to him.
I'm gonna remove it. Let's call him.
Are we off my screen?
Yep. Text me the info, the name and the phone number.
Okay, 1 second. I got a mobile number. Let's see.
Let's go. This is why people got to tune in on the holiday.
Yeah.
By the way, is there such thing a holiday for business owners like us?
No, sir.
Jamil, you're out in LA. What are you doing? Are you like trying to get laid? What's going on?
I'm working on a little project out here, recording some meditations.
Ooh,
Sure.
Jamil's meditations are top notch. Me and my wife do them all the time, Jamil.
Thank you. It's good stuff. Yeah, I'm working with
Okay.
Brian in the lab here, making some magic.
Okay, Paige, you can put the screen back up. I took it off that page, but I texted you it's Alfredo.
Bro, I love me some freaking Alfredo. You know what I'm saying?
Alfredo
Like,
sauce.
like get a little, what do you guys think? Shrimp or chicken?
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Dang it.
Can you give me another number?
Yeah, let me see if I can.
Okay. Ooh, Ingrid Hernandez says it's my daughter's birthday. She's 16, but listening while getting ready for dinner. Ingrid, we love you. We appreciate you. You're amazing. By the way, are you a shrimp Alfredo or chicken Alfredo guy? Neither, Jamil?
Bro, I don't like Alfredo. I don't like any creamy sauces. I'm not a cream sauce kind of guy. It's got to be like
It's interesting that you say that when you like poutine, or is it poutine is more like a beef broth thing?
Poutine is more brownie gravy, you know. But if it's like a creamy based gravy with because like brown beef gravy is water based and like beef stock. But when it's a cream based gravy, it's like that heavy cream stuff. That's the kind of stuff that makes a guy go.
Okay, guys, while Jerry is doing this, I want to promote something of mine, if you guys don't mind.
Please do.
I walk in on my wife today.
That's how all the great stories start, by the way.
I know. That's why I had to pause for a second. Be like, I could go a different direction. So I go in. I walk in on my wife today, and she's working deals. And I don't see my wife work deals that often because she is wrestling 3 crazy lunatic Morby children. And she's doing a great job at that. And she's the CEO of this amazing home of ours. But I watch her, she's like filling out spreadsheets. She's looking at deals and she's like, Pace, our housekeeper is bird dogging. She joined the bird dog challenge and she found like 9 deals that I think would all work. And I'm like, you're helping her? She's like, yeah. And I go, sweetheart, we got to follow a process here. If you're sitting there helping the housekeeper, we got to go live stream this to everybody inside the Subto community.
Who's cleaning the house, Pace?
That's what I said. I'm like, you're helping. Just kidding. We hope she learns how to do stuff. We can always find another housekeeper if she has a deal that she would have made 20 grand on, but it sold 15 minutes before Laura was.
Oh no!
But welcome to real estate. This kind of stuff happens.
Yeah,
so this is the thing I want to promote. So I went to my wife and I go, are you willing to do like 2 hours of this a week for like the next month? And she says, I would love to. And what she's doing, she's basically running the numbers. She's comping. She's going through as if I was the buyer, because my wife used to bird dog for me before we had 3 children. And so she's like, I would love to. So a couple of things I want to give you guys as a promotion. Even if you're not a Subto member, even if you're not Gator or Astro or you're a lizard, okay, it doesn't matter who you are or what you are. You could be no student of any of ours. My wife said, how can I provide value to the people who have bought your book, pre-ordered your book about where to start in real estate? And I was like, oh my gosh, would you do like 4 classes for anybody that's pre-ordered the book? So my wife, starting this Friday and going for 4 weeks, she's going to do 2 hours a week on training our housekeeper. Literally that like simple of education.
Wow.
Maddie, the homeless lady, is going to be in that class as well, even though she's done a handful of deals now. And then also a couple of other people will be in that class. My wife will be loving on them and answering deal questions live. She's not going to teach bird dogging. She's going to take deals in that people are submitting to her and saying, Pace would buy this or Pace would not buy this based on these 10 facts. Let me go through, comp this, underwrite this, et cetera, and go through it step by step, okay? How do you pre-order? You go to the name of the webpage is pacesnextbook.com. It's $29. And the book, here's what's cool about this book. I make no money from this. And people are like, $29 Pace? Are you freaking kidding me? I could buy a book on your other book for $16 on Amazon. Yeah, but that other book doesn't come with like 75 hours of courses. We are giving a video companion guide on this book. So think about this. Here's the book website, pacesnextbook.com. Go and pre-order it. And what we will do is if you are in sub 2, come to my office in Phoenix. If you're not in sub 2, buy the book and my wife will do 4 classes and the cost is $29 right here. Now, what do you get with the book? You get obviously a book, physical book. You also get all of the video content that helped Maddie, the homeless lady, all of her classes that I gave her. You get all of those. You get all the behind the scenes videos as well. And then also there's 5 other people that I have not selected yet. I found somebody that is a pure pace hater. And I decided that that is going to be one of the people I help get their first deal. It's a guy that makes so many negative comments on my stuff. And I'm like, can I help you get a deal? And so he's going to be one of the future characters in the book as well. Somebody who hates my guts. I'm going to help that person get a deal so that they can join Jerry and Jamil's mastermind, not mine. So I don't want that person around me, but I will help them get their first deal. So go to pacesnextbook.com, pre-order the book. And anybody that's pre-ordered the book will send out an email to you guys. My wife will do 4 live classes where she's showing our housekeeper how to get her first deal. Go in there, pre-order. It's $29. Yes, you will get an actual book when the book comes out in March. But between now and then, we'll give you a ton of video content that will help you guys out for $29. It's the greatest deal on the planet. I think the only greater deal than this is the fact that PropWire is free. Let me call Alfredo. You gave me a couple of pieces of information. That's
a different number, different one.
Different seller?
Yeah.
The Italica. Okay. Is it similar situation?
Let me get you their, I guess I didn't send you their name. Oh yeah. Yeah. Low interest rate.
Okay. We're going to call another seller right now who has fired their real estate agent and has low equity. And we're going to talk about sub 2. Okay. Yep. You get all of it for $29. All right. When I was a child, I wanted to visit USA to go to Disneyland as a teenager, Las Vegas. Now I haven't visited the USA. I want to visit the sub 2 headquarters when I go to the USA. Cool. Or you can visit us in Ottawa, Canada. We will be going there in the future. Haters are undercover lovers sometimes.
Mm-hmm. They're also murderers.
Okay, Rudolph G. Santos. Let's call.
Yeah, call that one.
What's the street name? Okay.
I gave you 3 numbers. Italica Road.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Okay, this next number is on the do not call list. This is perfect. Just so you guys know, I do not mind calling on do not call lists. I just pretend it stands for do not stop calling.
Service for this number has been suspended. Call.
Okay, 3 bad numbers. When that happens, what do? Do we just move on to the next lead?
Yeah, let's move on.
All right, find me another one. Let's call somebody.
Do you want? Do you care if these are the high interest rate ones?
No, I just want to show people how to have a call and cold call and not feel intimidated.
Okay, good. Let me get you one of these then. I'll text you another one.
Yeah, Jay Stoney, he says DNC in my area means definitely call now.
That's funny.
Yeah, I love it. There's a good comment in the side chat from a girl named Tama, I think is her name. And I want to pull that up. let's see. Tama says, I don't find my leads this way. Amazing. Tama, guess what? I don't either. Usually when you've been in the business long enough, you don't have to find your leads this way. This is for people that are newer and beginning. And I saw a comment of yours a little bit earlier saying, I've been doing deals for 20 years. Congratulations. Must mean that you probably don't ever need to do a deal again, because if you've been doing deals for 20 years, your portfolio should be sizable, probably close to $100 million or so. And you probably have enough passive income that you probably don't need to wholesale anymore. That's usually what 20 years in the business would do for you. So definitely the way that you do deals today is very different than the way a newbie would do deals. Number one, you have more credibility, you have momentum, you have capital, you have know-how, you have all sorts of things, right? And so what's cool is there's 65 different ways to get a deal. 65. That's crazy, right? One thing I will say is that even if one of those ways is highly successful for you, one thing we should never do is disparage the other 64 ways of getting a deal. In fact, we should applaud anybody that's trying to get their first deal in any possible way. Okay. I'm sure Tam is on the same page with me there. Okay. Isaac says, why call high interest rates if there's so many low interest rate ones? Isaac, I think the answer was already given, which was, hey, let's call anybody and just show people how the call goes. But he'll also call that again. He'll also pull up some other low interest rate.
What do you, by the way, what do you do, Pace, with a 6.5, interest rate? What do you do with those? No
I probably turn into a co-living property because it doesn't matter, right? A lot of times, even people that are doing the BRRRR strategy right now are getting 7.5 or 8% interest rates and still finding ways to cash flow on co-living. If you guys want to learn some more co-living stuff, you go to Jamil. So high interest rates still work. Okay. You just have to change the exit strategy. So one thing I want to teach you guys right now, write this one down, tattoo this on your ass, whatever you got to do. You don't determine the exit strategy as an investor. The house does. Okay. When I find a house that's in an HOA with a 7% interest rate, I know immediately that that exit strategy is not going to be an Airbnb. Okay. Is it because I don't want it to be an Airbnb? Nope. It's because the house itself will demand the exit strategy. So that particular house, high interest rate HOA with low equity sub-2 deal, that's going to be a house that goes to an end user. That's a property I would probably go and list on creativelisting.com. And I would find an end user that doesn't care about cash flow because they're raising their family in it. The biggest benefit to them is they don't have to go through a bank. They don't have to go put 30% down, and they can go and own a property. Okay. So the house determines the exit strategy, not us, the investor. Okay. Cool. Tama, I don't know if that's the way to pronounce your name. And if I'm not pronouncing it properly, I am so freaking sorry. But Tama, if you were my friend, I would call you Tomahawk. Okay. Just so you know. Jamil and I, every once in a while, will split a tomahawk. This guy, you wouldn't even believe the way he orders meat. It's the craziest thing on the planet. Tell people how you order meat, bro.
No.
It's basically throw it in a fire, kick dirt on it, and then when it comes out, throw it in another fire.
I order it medium charred.
You call it Pittsburgh style. They basically, it's like, they go, you know how we cook this Pittsburgh steel out here? Yeah, just throw a steak right in the same kiln.
The problem with that, Jamil, is they're giving you the steak in the fridge that's been there for like 2 months because you don't care that it tastes good. You know that, right?
It's better when it's burnt.
Janet Lancaster, where's the best place to find under contract properties? That would be Keegley.com. That would be creativelisting.com. That would be investorlift.com, or that would be inside of a free Facebook group like Creative Finance with Pace Morby. Okay. So let's call Aaron Robinson. Ooh, I got a phone number. Can you just hear this?
Yeah, hear it ringing.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Aaron, my name is Pace. I saw your house on an expired listing list, and I wanted to call and see if you guys went a different direction. I'm not a real estate agent. I'm a real estate investor. I actually buy houses, and I'm one of those guys that when I call, I intend to purchase the house. If the house on Ash Rock Court is still available, please give me a call back on this phone number. Thank you so much. Cool.
I love Tama's answer. Tama like Tama drums, or are they Tama drums?
We don't know.
Or are they Tame drums? Are they? We don't know.
Darius says, does this not count as cold calling since the property used to be listed? This is definitely cold calling, 100%. In fact, is there a Texas house? Let's pull a Texas list. Or this is a Texas list?
This is San Antonio. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So guys, just so you know, I am breaking a law apparently, okay?
Yeah. As of today.
I want you guys to know this is recorded so we can document me breaking the law. Okay.
Shows how worried you are, Pace.
What are they gonna take from me?
Are you calling that next one?
Forwarded to voicemail.
Yeah.
The person you're trying to reach is not available.
What
At
time
the
is it
tone,
in Texas?
please record your
It's
message.
8 o'clock
When
at
you
night.
have finished.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm kind of a piece of crap for calling that late. Let's call Arizona expired listing low equity.
Okay, let me go pull that. Where do you want Phoenix? Just Phoenix or Maricopa?
Let's go Maricopa County, not Maricopa City, because Maricopa City sucks.
Yeah. Okay.
Ingrid Hernandez, she says, for anxious newbies, I tell people who are scared to call to don't expect people to answer. So chill out. This is so real. Yeah. Also, if somebody answers, like, if I wanted to be really good at basketball, would I be fearful of missing a shot in the very beginning? No, I'd figure out how to make it fun. Like even my missed shots, I figure out how to make it fun. And so that's what we do as professionals. We make every call fun. It's way more fun also to do it with Jamil and Jerry because they're good at what they do. And Pace, what are you doing? I like to fidget a little bit when I'm making calls, and it's fun for me to do this. Okay, Jerry, you're pulling a list in Arizona right now?
Yeah. I'm just gonna rando this and grab somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, give me a failed listing, low equity. Okay, failed listing, low equity.
By the way, we found in Maricopa County under low equity failed. We've got and single family. I just did single family to get rid of. Do you care? Do you want condos or and all that other stuff? Or
I want single family. In fact, can we try and find a co-living property? Can you filter it to like 4-bed, 3-bath?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I want a 4-bed, 3-bath, low equity, expired listing. That's a co-living Subto guarantee deal. What do you think, Jamil?
I agree. It's going to have lots of good rooms. It's going to have all the bats you need. It's that right there. You could probably convert the garage. That thing's a cash cow.
Okay, TBN says, is wholesaling legal in California?
Yes.
Yes. Automatic call recorder and app store in Texas, just one party needs to know, but it is good if someone calls while you are driving. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that feedback. Jamil, what are you eating? We already know they're called all dressed pickle chips.
No, something. I'm in LA. I'm having the barbecue kettle chips.
Jerry, can you filter? Ingrid says no HOA, and she's right. I hate HOAs for co-living. Not that is.
Well, we get HOA data. I don't know if I have a filter for it, but that's a really good idea. You know what else?
Can you ask your developers to spend $300,000 so we can have that button on here?
It might not be that much. You know what else I want to do, Pace? I'm just realizing here, we need a filter for that interest rate. Like, don't show me anything above 4 or whatever you want. Or below 4, or don't show me above a 4% rate.
Yeah, I'm
nice.
okay with 5% rate.
Okay, 5.
Also, Jerry, you could filter it the other way, like show me above 4, because you're going to have mortgage brokers who are going to, as soon as things start to get a little bit better, they're going to come onto PropWire and they're going to want that data to go call people for refis. So you need to have the data both ways.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamil, will you please answer this question on the screen and read it out loud, please?
This is off subject, but what is the etiquette if another wholesaler is failing to dispose of property and auction is in 2 weeks. Owner contacts me for outreach help. Oh, okay. So first, is the person that you're working with in dispo have an exclusive contract with you? If so, I'm just going to say this. I'm sorry to have to say it because all you dispo wholesalers are going to hate me for it, because even at Keegley, we try to get it. Exclusive disposition contracts are balls. You don't want to have an exclusive disposition contract. You want to have a non-exclusive so that everybody has the ability to go and try and sell that deal as fast as possible. Now, you got yourself locked. I hope you didn't get yourself locked into something like that. If you did, it usually shouldn't be longer than 3 days. Okay, the most I would ever sign an exclusive disposition option is 72 hours. After that, never do that. So if your disposition wholesaler if you're beyond that right now and there's not a timeline, I would just say to your disposition wholesaler, look, I have to go find another partner. I got to go and move the deal. Now, if that's what's happening and you have a contract available, I would go into the side chat right now and say, hey guys, I have a deal in this city. I need help dispoing this deal, and watch the people who are going to jump in and come and want to help you sell that deal right now. There's people in the chat right now who have buyers. So start marketing the deal in the chat right now. Outside of that, go to Investor Lift. You can go to Investor Base. You can go and find your own buyer off the MLS. There are so many ways to go out and find buyers. But if you are not trying to sell your own deal at the same time as a disposition wholesaler is trying to sell your deal, you are doing yourself and your seller a disservice. That's my opinion.
Jamil, here's a good question for you as well.
Does co-living need to be near public transit? Yeah. In my understanding and what I've seen in the 18 now properties that we have, absolutely. If you do not have public transit close by, they won't want to live there. The majority of the people who are living in our co-living right now don't have cars. They are using public transportation. I thought parking was going to be one of the things I needed to account for in selecting my houses, and it wasn't. I've got houses right now that I have parking that no one parks in. They all are using public transportation. It's like 80-20.
Love it.
Is there a price point that doesn't make sense?
About 500.
Yeah.
You wanna be in a price point where you acquire around 250 or below. You do your renovation if that's on a cash deal. But above 500, it doesn't make sense because the cash flow to mortgage payment won't cash flow.
This is a good question. I like this one a lot. So New York Stiegel J says, I'm still not understanding how successful real estate investors like yourself need folks who do not understand the industry. So New York Stiegel, there's so many places like Kick, right? Live streaming service, or even what's the other live streaming thing that people use? They
Twitch.
live stream like video games. Twitch. Okay, cool. I was on there today. I was on a one-on-one call with Gary Vee today. He sends me a text and he's like, hey, let's do a FaceTime. I'm like, cool. And he tells me, go on Kick, go on Twitch. And I was blown away by how many people had hobbies on there that they're live streaming, right? Cooking, live streaming, video games, even people that are like acting like furries, like they dress up as animals, or live streaming, like acting like they're cats. It is massive. And it's not just like a couple thousand people. Like, let's go over there and let's just take a look at like what's going on some of these websites. Okay? I want you guys to understand this. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm like really trying to get you guys to understand. What is it? Kick. There we go. Kick.com. Guys, check this out. There's currently 209,000 people watching Grand Theft Auto live stream. Okay. In real life, they're like touching grass, video games, just chatting. Literally 265,000 people are on a live stream called Just Chatting. Okay. So I'm not sure about you, New York Stiegel J, but I want you to understand that there's a lot of people out there that just have hobbies. So that's it. We enjoy doing real estate. We enjoy helping sellers. We enjoy the fact that our hobby also simultaneously makes us money. Now think about this as well. New York Stiegel J, I wish I knew your name. You're one of those people that, you got a cool nickname on YouTube, but I don't know your real name. So I apologize. I can't call you by your real name. There are people right now in the live stream that I have made a lot of money with because I have bought deals from them and they sold deals to us because we taught them on this podcast. Unlike people on Kick, where you can watch me chatting with furries and playing video games in my boxers, while people are entertained and that hobby box is checked, that's what we're doing here. We have a hobby box. We're checking our hobby box. We also simultaneously get to teach people the fundamentals and basics of real estate and ultimately get to do deals with them. Okay. And so at the end of the day, you are all, yeah, there you go. Dimitri says scarcity mindset is a real thing. Yes, you are true. You're right about saying that. And usually it's people from New York. It's people from New Jersey. There's something in the water over there. It makes your pizza and your bagels better than ours, but it also makes you guys have this scarcity mindset of why would you help others? Here's the simple answer. We don't live on the East Coast where everybody's backstabbing each other. We live on the West Coast where we want to help people. And we have made all of our help go across the country and even brought in some of the people that used to have scarcity mindset in New Jersey and New York start doing deals with us. In fact, I was in Hoboken, New Jersey on Saturday afternoon with 400 people on the shore of Hoboken. These are all people that I've either done deals with or I will do deals with. It's our hobby. So you wouldn't be pissed off at me if I was playing video games on Twitch, but you are upset that I'm on here trying to help people for free on a live stream. We've been doing this for 5 years, bro. We just like doing it. That's it. By the way, Jasper Sun says, not all New Yorkers are like that. So this is a good example. Jasper Sun is somebody that watched our live streams a couple of years ago, ended up doing a deal with somebody in our Subto community, joined Subto, joined a team, has done dozens and dozens of deals with other people, and now is all on his own doing 2 or 3 deals every single month. That is the greatest feeling on the planet. He's right there, young kid in Brooklyn, New York. He's even got a girlfriend, believe it or not. Okay. But that is the answer. Hopefully that answer, Pace is team Tupac. That is true. I am very much team Tupac. Are your boxers furry? That depends on if it's date night or not. If it's date night, my wife asks for very specific boxers, and who am I to reject a woman's requests, right? Okay, cool. Was that a good answer, by the way? It wasn't rude.
No, it was great.
It's just our hobby, man. You know, you don't make fun of people going over on Twitch and kick.com and wasting their time watching people. There you go. Pace helped me get my first deal completely free just on a regular Sunday, calling sellers for me. Okay. New Jersey. I forgot your name. I apologize. I'll never forget that Pace helped me get to where I am today. I'm proud of you, Jasper. We're all proud of you. You should propose to your girlfriend. She texted me today and said, will you please push this guy to propose to me? Just kidding. She didn't, but we love you. Okay. Also, you know what's cool is Ingrid made $50,000 with somebody in the side chat a couple of years ago. She made $50K and the guy in the side chat made $50K on a deal. They made a combined $100,000. That is why we do what we do. Okay. Jerry, were you pulling up leads and deals here in Arizona?
Yeah, I might need to switch markets. I'm having a hard time with 4 3s.
Okay, do a 3-2.
3-2 works?
Or a 4-2 works. A 4-2 works too. A 4-2 in a garage is good.
Okay. Yeah, I got a big list for that. Okay, that's better. All right, give me a second.
4-2 in a garage is a co-living wet dream.
4-2?
4-2 in a garage.
Okay.
4-2 in a garage, no HOA.
And does it have to be low equity or we don't care? I guess this is a low equity.
Honestly, though, low equity would be good because it's a good sub too.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got a low equity 4-2 under 500 single family. Hold on, let me see if I can get. I got my too big right now. Give me a second.
Your garage is like 2 bedrooms, you know.
All right, I got a call from PropWire. John, okay, John. Actually, we call him Zan. John Bay in the side chat. He's just pulled a list from PropWire. He said Pace is sidetracking Jerry. I took the liberty of going on PropWire and pulling a couple of things for Pace on PropWire. So I've got to
grab his list.
I'm going to call it right now. I want to make sure we get a call in before the end of the day. You're Zon. We love you, bro. Oh, thank you. I was writing it down and he just gave it to me. What's his name?
This is Joe. How can I help you?
Hey, Joe. My name is Pace. I just got your phone number from a gentleman named John. Said that you have a couple of listings on one in Gilbert and one in Sun City West that would be potentially open to Subto transactions.
No, that's not true. Sun City is one. I don't know anything about Gilbert. You sure it's the right person?
Yeah, I'm sure. He just texted me your phone number. So he said you have one in Sun City. You don't have anything in Gilbert?
No, I don't work the East Valley that much. No.
Okay, cool. Tell me about the one in Sun City.
Glendale.
Cool.
67th. And I have one in Sun City.
Okay, and the one in Glendale on 67th. Can you give me the address on that so I can pull it up real quick?
Oh, I don't have that in front of me. Hold on. Is it John Bray? Is that your partner?
Yeah, I'm a buyer in certain parts of the valley that he's not a buyer for, and so that's why he connected me with you.
Gotcha. Hold on. Let me see.
All of us real estate investors kind of stick together. We kind of pick our own little buy boxes, and his buy box is a little bit different than mine.
Yeah. I got you, brother. All right. So 5625 North 67th Drive in Glendale.
Okay.
That's one.
And that seller would be open to letting me take over payments if I got your commissions paid?
Yeah, exactly. So I sent him over the latest mortgage statement that I've gotten. The home was it actually went into foreclosure.
Okay.
So he and his wife split up and he couldn't make the payment, so he was behind 1 month, then 2, then 3, and then they put him in notice of default.
Okay, got it.
So I think what was owed on it was like $342, something like that. Well, ask John to send you the statement.
Okay.
I could. That's one. Now the one in Sun City. Do you buy in Sun City?
I don't love buying in Sun City. What I typically do is I used to flip in Sun City, but then if you do it in the wrong part of the market, as you can imagine, like summertime, then there's no buyers, right? So I get stuck with these houses and my hard money eats me up. But
I got you.
I do have buyers in Sun City that I could refer over to. What's the story on the Sun City deal?
Okay, so this actually is a sweeter deal. About the same amount that you got to put down, about 20 grand.
Okay.
But what's so beautiful about this, you don't have to get a loan. I have my seller that will actually deed the property to an investor.
Okay.
They take over. It was a reverse mortgage. If you can get in and out within the next 90 days or so,
okay,
you're going to be fine. Then you pay off the existing mortgage. It's about $265. I told him 20 grand. I was taking 15.
Okay.
And I was going to take the deal down with another investor.
Joe, how the hell have I never met you, dude? You sound like you know your shit.
Oh, I do.
Bro, like, you know how many agents I talk to that don't know their butt from a hole in the ground, and you're talking about taking deals down? Like, why don't they make them like you, man?
I don't know, man. All I know is I was taking this down myself. I'll give you the numbers.
Okay.
Rehab number on this. What I like about this property, it's a 3-bedroom, a large family room, and then another room in the back that you could convert over into another family room, Arizona room, new roof within the last 5 years, AC done. Hot water tank was done about 6 months ago. The guy just died, and the son he just wants to get rid of the house.
Okay.
He knows that the place needs an uplift. I actually penciled it in for flooring, paint, 2 bathrooms, about 35-40 grand. So if you can get into this like 285, you could probably flip this. I'm going to say now that all the snowbirds are coming back, by the time you're done, one thing about Sun City, they like everything done.
Right.
They'll pay the dollar. I'm going to tell the ARV on this on a low side, probably 375. There's a comp there for 409, but I won't I won't put a 4 in it. I would just flip it real quick and make yourself 50 dimes. You know, I think that you'll probably make a little bit more, but I'm counting, you know, closing costs on the flip end.
Right.
So to get into this house, all you got to do is deed it in and just pay me. And I was going to pay the guy $5,000 out of the 20.
Love it.
So I'll turn this deal over to you. The address on that one was, let me see here. That's Santa. I'll tell you exact. Fay Drive. Now, the tax records has the home at 1,400 and something square feet. That back room is probably, I'm going to say 500 square feet, 2,000. So what I was going to do is do the rehab with one of my investors, appraise the property with current market value with the remodel, add that square footage to the appraisal. Now, it's not going to be to tax records, Maricopa, but you'll have a current appraisal with that extra room in the back. And I'll tell you right now, if you want to walk that property, I'll tell you the code on the combination lockbox. If not, I'm just going to take it down myself. I know what I have to do. I'll be in and out of this in about 30 days.
And who's going to fund your rehab? Are you going to do that yourself, or can I fund it?
I mean, do you want to take it down yourself? When you say you want to fund it, what's your angle on funding it?
Well, there's two different ways I go with real estate agents. A lot of real estate agents are not as cool as you, meaning they'll come to me and they go, man, if I had the money, I would do it myself. I'm like, oh, I'll fund the money to you. Like, I'm a hard money lender too. I'll fund the rehab money for you. And a lot of times they'll go off and flip houses and not sell the house to me and make more money by just doing it themselves. That's angle one. Angle two is I'd love to take the deal down, but I got to pull it up, comp it, and I've got to go walk it. If you could text me the lockbox code, I could probably get over there tomorrow.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. If I took it down myself and you funded it, what's your end? What are you charging me?
I probably end up charging like $4,000, something like that.
Oh, that's very reasonable.
Yeah, because I want you to do 10 deals a year with me, brother.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, I mean, I take it down myself. I mean, I've done a lot of fix and flips. I know a lot of the guys in the Valley. You probably know Chris Iman. Yep,
good friend of mine. I've done probably 400 deals with Chris.
Okay, Chris. You got Mike. Mike used to be my partner. I don't know if you know Mike Lockery.
I don't know Mike Lockery. I know Mike Lima.
Okay, Lima. I heard of his name. I don't know the gentleman. There's other guys. You got what's his name? Big wholesaler, but that's Doug Hopkins.
Yeah, I love Doug. Doug's a golf buddy of mine. We are members of the same country club. I love him.
Just ask him about Jersey Joe. That's me.
Jersey.
You know?
How the hell have I never met you, dude?
I don't know. I've been in the Valley 30 years.
It just goes to show you, like, I could do 1,000+ deals in the Valley and not even touch the surface of how many cool people there are here, you know?
Yeah, I got you. Well, I mean, honestly, I'm very intrigued with you funding the deal. I mean, I can deed this property to myself, my LLC tomorrow. Okay. And start rehab on Wednesday.
Okay, I love it. Well, you want to give me a day to just go over there and check it out, and then we can have another conversation tomorrow?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, tomorrow's Tuesday.
Yep.
I'm open in the afternoon.
Okay.
I'm booked up until probably, I'm going to say 1:30. No, it's actually 12:30. I have a Zoom call at 11:30. So, I mean, if you wanted to meet there after 1, 2 o'clock tomorrow, I'll walk the property with you. I mean, honestly, if you said, hey, Joe, this is right up my alley, I'll take it down myself. I'll turn you on to the deal. Just honestly, just pay me my money, and then you just take it down. I'll get the deeded to you and your company. But if you say, Joe, I'll fund this deal, I'll be 100% on board.
Okay, love it. It sounds like we'll make money either way. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm shadowing my daughter at school all day tomorrow.
Okay.
Because we're trying to get her into a new school. So they asked me to shadow her. I won't be able to go to the property. Wednesday, I'll be in San Diego speaking on stage. But Tuesday, I can get Kelly on my team. She's one of my transaction coordinators to get out there and just go through, make a video for me. Is that okay with you?
Yeah. I mean, you don't need me there, right?
No, I mean, I'd love to meet you, but I also could meet you after we make money together too.
I don't know Kelly, but I mean, I'd be more than happy to have her go to the property.
Okay.
Video the whole thing. There's kind of like a little side room. He used it as like a little office, but it's just an additional square footage. I would definitely do the remodel and then get it appraised, so I can get all the square footage in there. And I'll tell you right now, it'll be almost 2,000 square feet.
Love it, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. So you want? I gave you the address.
Yep.
The code tell Kelly is 1960.
Okay, writing that down.
She can go anytime. I mean, it's vacant. There's nothing there. It's totally empty. You got 2 bathrooms to rehab. You got flooring. I put the vinyl throughout the whole floor, all the way into the back room. There's a couple of sliders there that go to that back room. Take that out, make it part of the house, and you got an extra 500 square feet.
You are the freaking man. I'm going to get Kelly out there. I'll shoot you a text tomorrow somewhere around like 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Just let me know what you see there. And it's a large lot.
Okay.
And the guy actually, before he passed, he gated, he fenced in all the back. I guess he had a little dog or whatever. And it's when you walk in the backyard, it's all fenced in. So that's nice. It's like a little courtyard he made.
I love it. Okay, so Jersey. Here's a Jersey question for you.
Yeah.
I'm in Jersey 3 days ago speaking on stage. I break for lunch. I go to a Jersey deli, have one of the greatest cold cut sandwiches I've ever had on the planet. I come back to Arizona. I'm like, damn, where do like Jersey and New York people go for like a good New York or Jersey deli? Do you guys have anything here?
Well, there's a place in Scottsdale called Guido's. Joe Guido's a good friend of mine. I know him 30 years. It's called Guido's, Scottsdale Road in Shea.
Okay.
If you want fresh bread, and if you want like superside, the fresh mozzarella, you go down to Pasta Bianco.
Pasta Bianco, okay.
Pasta Bianco. It's south of Camelback on Central. It's a very trendy. I mean, the guy was on HBO for pizza making. The guy actually owns Pizza Bianco right outside of the ballpark downtown.
Okay.
It's in the old historic district of Phoenix. Have you ever been down that way?
Yeah, I used to do flips in the historic district till I got sick of the permits.
So you
permit
have to.
process.
It opens up at 5 o'clock. The one that I'm telling you about is strictly pizza, calzones. That one opens up at 5 o'clock. There's people waiting in line for 2-3 hours, so they get a table.
Damn.
Yeah, that's just pizza. Now, if you just want a really good sandwich with super side, and he makes his bread right there, go to Central, and that's Chris Bianco on Bianco's on Central, and just south of. Oh, you know what Don Bosco is? It's right across the street.
Okay, cool, man.
Okay, I'm trying to think of a couple other places.
We're gonna make money together, and you're gonna give me all the recommendations.
Yeah. Now, if you want just brick oven pizza, I think Grimaldi's is probably the best. It's probably very close to John's in New York.
Yeah, I'm friends with the actual owner of Grimaldi's. I've been to like 14 of his locations. The original location in Brooklyn.
Shit.
Yeah, good, really good guy. I'll have you meet him one day. We'll go out to eat with him. He's a great guy.
Well, let me know about the Sun City. And what I like about that deal, whenever you buy in Sun City, you got to pay like a $5,000 membership.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're going to be, or me, going to be deeded to it, that's waived because you're just taking over the deed.
Yeah.
As far as when you go to sell it, the buyer pays that $5,000 initiation.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yep.
And let me know about 67th. There's a deal there. What I like about that home is it has a nice big diving pool in the backyard, very old. The house actually is a 3-1. So you would have to put another bathroom in to that home to make it functional.
Got
That's
it.
the only thing I don't like about the home. But a lot of homes in that area only have one bathroom. But I would actually put another bathroom in, and that make it a 3-2. It'll increase the property value right there, probably about 375, 400.
Love it.
Just by adding the one bathroom.
All right, brother. You're the freaking man. I'll give you a text message like 3 or 4 tomorrow after Kelly gets out of the property.
I appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yo, you trying to bust my balls or something here or something, boy?
Okay, so a couple things there. Guys, these are common phone calls. Like Jamil and I, when we get together during the No One Left Behind Challenge, these are like call after call after call. And people are always like, how did you get a hold of that seller or that agent? Here's how. You're going on PropWire and you're pulling a specific list of pain. You're not just calling any old agent. You're calling people that have pain. The first deal he's talking about in Sun City, that's a sub 2 deal. He keeps saying transferring the deed. That's a sub 2 deal. We buy at sub 2. And I'm looking at it with 2 angles. He kept saying, I might take it down myself. Perfect. I hate Sun City. So why not at least hit him up and go, I'll fund your deal? And people go, how are you only charging $4,000? Guys, simple. It's a $40,000 loan. I get $4,000 back. That's 10% return. It's a 3-month time frame. That's a 40% per year return on my money. It's 40%. Okay. $4,000 doesn't sound like a lot of money until you realize that's a 40% return on my money if he held it for a year. So I would give him a 90-day loan, knowing he's probably going to encroach over that, and I would have to extend and he would have to pay me more money. But I'd give him a 90-day loan on the $40K for a $4,000 flat fee. He wants to extend another 90K or 90 days. It's another $4,000 fee. I keep my return at the 40% per year. Very simple, guys. Okay. The other deal, it's a 3-bed, 1-bath house, and I'm not a big fan of that. I would end up finding an end buyer for that would come in and take over that house sub 2. That's probably the thing. I think the play there on the 67th Drive one is you list that on creativelisting.com and you see if you can find an end user, and you get like a 15-day option with the seller and with the agent, see if you can help them move that deal. By the way, these are not uncommon calls. Jamil, every time you and I get together on the No One Left Behind Challenge, isn't it funny how we meet real estate agents in town on these calls that we're like, how the hell have I never met you before?
Every time. And you and I have been in the business for a decade nearly in that town. And we still haven't met all the Joes. We still haven't met all the Jersey Joes. And that's the most beautiful thing that you'll ever understand about this business. And there's so many people, there's so many deals, there's so many relationships. That's why all you got to do is
what's the weirdest thing is that guy doesn't know Pace Morby. How in the world is that?
I mean, look, he knows Doug Hopkins. Think of this, right? He knows Doug Hopkins. Look, Doug Hopkins, dude. We love Doug. Doug's great. Chris is great. These are all like old school rounder guys, right? Pace is another generation. Pace, did deals with all those guys, and he does deals with all those guys, but he's the next generation of it. And so the old school rounders, they're sitting there at their country clubs doing their thing. They're having dinner at Guido's. They're not meeting Pace at the golf range or at the golf course in the Mesa Country Club. They're just not there.
I will say this though, like Pace is going to make money on that deal with that agent, but there's something way bigger that I hope you guys are all seeing. That is a good agent. And the reason why he's a good agent is because he's selling his real estate. He's using sales skills. He knows his properties. He knows the value add. He knows what's going on. He's pitching Pace. Here's what you do. Here's what you do. Here's how you make money. That's a good agent. And that agent's going to come across more distressed real estate. He's going to get something in Pace's buy box eventually. And Pace and him are going to do a deal ongoing because of that relationship.
I love the fact, Jerry, that he was willing to put his money where his own mouth is and said, I'll take the deal down myself. I mean, you don't get a lot of agents like that. That's a good dude.
Yeah, that mean it too. Some say, oh, well, I would buy it at that price. Well, no, you wouldn't. But this guy's for real. Like he would.
Yeah, I like this comment. Thank you for this. This is a really positive comment. It goes to show you that competition doesn't really exist. There's enough room for everyone to make deals and get done. Guys, this is what we've been saying on Wholesale Hotline for 5 years is squad up. I've never felt competition in this business. It's all about collaboration. And it's all about being inclusive and helping everybody along the way. There's so many deals out there. It's ridiculous. If all you did was 40 minutes of calls like that every day, you'd have to stop after about 12 days because you'd have too much opportunity. Jerry Norton showing us PropWire today for free. How can people get to PropWire, brother?
Just Pace, what's your affiliate link?
I don't know. I think it's PropWire.com.
Last time, it's like Get PropWire, isn't it? What is it?
It's probably getpropwire.com. Getpropwire.com, guys. I do get paid on that. If you guys ever spend money on PropWire, getpropwire.com. If you buy something on PropWire, here's what I'll promise to you. I will make sure I will spend that money on a first-class ticket to Jerry Norton's house in Knoxville, Tennessee, so I can kill a turkey for Thanksgiving. Okay?
That's great.
Jajara says, what video would you recommend for me to watch as a complete beginner in wholesaling?
Oh my
Thanks.
gosh, yeah.
I would say Jerry Norton and Jamil Damji's channels are by far the best on wholesaling. I'm not the best educator in wholesaling, although I have been one of the biggest wholesalers in the country for a long time. It's not my biggest passion to talk only about wholesale. Jamil and Jerry do a better job of that. They have other passions too. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they've done a better job on their channels, particularly probably, would you say Jerry's probably got some more wholesale stuff than you?
Jerry, I would say that some of the best videos I've done on wholesaling are on Jerry's channel. So I would absolutely,
We've got some good ones, Jamil. We've got some good ones.
I would absolutely say go to Jerry's channel. Look, guys, he's the flipping genius. Go to Jerry's channel. He's absolutely the guy.
Okay, Jerry, what do you have going on this week that we can promote and send people to?
Well, if you're going to be in Tulsa, I'm meeting Mark Gabriel, my business partner out there. We're meeting. I think there's a pretty big group coming. We're going to do some property walkthroughs. That's Thursday night in Tulsa at the local RIA club there, and then Friday we're going to do some property walkthroughs. Yeah, I mean we're doing $1 million plus a year in Tulsa in wholesaling. So like that'd be fun. I'm excited about that.
So you're
a little Tulsa, you know.
Tulsa.
Yeah, all places, right?
Are you doing all PPL out there, Jerry?
We do a little PPL and PPC mostly. Yeah, it's mostly. Yeah, we I don't know what we're doing right, but we're getting all the best leads. It feels like.
You know what I love about Jerry? I don't know what I'm doing right, but I know what I'm not.
I'm living good. I'm living right, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know what I'm doing right, but I know it's right and it's working.
Before I go to Jamil, let me tell you guys one thing that we are doing. Hey Pace, can you drop the link for Molly's TC course? We've actually put that course on pause for a couple of months. We're redoing and upgrading a whole bunch of stuff. And so it'll be impossible for you to join. We get a lot of people ask, why is it paused? We are upgrading it. Brent Daniels' birthday is today, Mark Bell. He is also working out, probably currently, so you won't see him for a while. If you guys look on the screen, you'll see I'm asking you to pre-order my book. We've already sold 1,000 copies of this book in just 7 days.
Wow.
The book proceeds go to homelessness, and I am currently in the process of writing this book right now. Pace's next book. The name of the book is called Start Here. So when anybody ever DMs me or asks me the question, but where do I start? I'm just going to say, start here. The book comes with about 100 hours of video content of Maddie, the homeless person I helped get off the streets recently, plus 5 more characters that I'm helping. One of them is a Pace hater. We're going to be helping that person get a deal. Somebody who despises me. It's great. He might even knife me. I'm not quite sure. But I'm going to help that person get a deal regardless, educate them, walk them through the process. The book is going to document all of these people and where they started and what positions they're in. There's even somebody that's like, I'm already a millionaire. I don't want to wholesale. I don't want to fix and flip. I want to buy property. Where do I start? So I'm finding people in different avenues and answering the question of where do I start for all of those individual people. The book, $29.99. If you pre-order it, my wife is going to do a live stream comping and underwriting deals that my team will actually buy. Helping a couple of people here locally, $29, and you get 4 live streams with my wife. Those are coming up Friday and the next 4 Fridays coming up. Jamil, what do you have coming up that we can promote?
I am just excited to go on tour with you, my brother. This is going to be one of the most fun things ever. So if you guys ever wanted to meet me in person, go to whereispace.com. Actually, what is creativenationtour.com? Is that right, Pace?
creativenationtour.com.
creativenationtour.com, and go RSVP in the city that you want to meet me at, and I will see you there with my boy.
Guys, this is Wholesale Hotline, episode 285. I hope you guys had a blast. PropWire.com. That's where we go and get leads. Jerry Norton, thank you for spending $3 million and all of your kids' inheritance on growing PropWire so we could have free stuff. We appreciate you. We're proud of you. We love you. Guys, we will see you next week on Wholesale Hotline. We are out.
Or just say squat up.
So squat up and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
So squat up and enjoy the show.
What are you doing?
I didn't say nothing.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
So squat up and enjoy the show.
Cool. I think we should use the one where Jamil doesn't say anything.